Hey guys, been a few days. I guess we'll go ahead and do a reading. Just, I guess the way I'm gonna do it, because it's a few things the Supreme Court fucked around with, over the last 2 days. Affirmative action, for colleges that got messed with. Gay rights, over like a wedding website, which was only a hypothetical situation. If they had a gay couple who wanted, some wedding services denied. They struck that down, Supreme Court. Biden's student loans struck down. He's going to try to figure out another way to give Americans a break. Even though all the rich people and even people in Congress who got PPO loans, small business, whatever, and got those debts forgiven. The hypocrisy is endless. Okay. But it's very clear that in America, the Supreme Court, they're not interpreting the Constitution based on the Founding Fathers. They're doing it based on those who, the money that put them in there, based on political party. And it's, we've already lost women's rights. They're working on taking away rights for, people that, are LGBTQIA. Affirmative action, they're trying to take away, minorities' rights. I mean, it just everywhere, that's the way the court was packed to go ahead and appeal to the rich and the religious right. That's the way it is. That's not what the Founding Fathers, when they wrote U.S. Constitution, which I personally believe it was channeled. I'm not saying it was perfect. They were a product of their times, but there was still good things in there. Okay. And then we have certain amendments to it. But, there is the statement, of course, in the Declaration of Independence, all men are created equal. They didn't include women, but, they were a product of their times, whatever. But, equal. Okay. We should have equal rights. I mean, equal, and of course, certain things with, affirmative action is, anybody who thinks that minorities shouldn't have protection, when you clearly see them being attacked in various ways. Look at what's going on in Florida with the immigrants. I mean, look right there and various things. And of course, African Americans, we know they're paid less, or, various, there's bigotry at its finest. Misogyny is totally, out of control. Okay, they want the fucking Handmaid's Tale. I mean, it's clear. Or, why are they going at Roe? They've been going at Roe ever since. Okay. So, it's just attacking rights. And, trying to, those that try to justify it as religion, they know, Jesus was here for the misfits, and they're just a bunch of Pharisees. He was here for the misfits. He was here for the underdog. That's what he was against, the establishment, not for it. Okay. And so it's all fuckery. So I know that for people who care about rights for people, I mean, I've got a pride flag up there. I got black kids, and I'm a woman, so I got, when I see this fuckery and everything, and then of course I'm not the typical religionist, obviously you could look in the background. I still have, there is still a Jesus, but, I respect all religions. This is ridiculous. And, having a dad in 2 wars, I always think of that. Like, what did he fight for? Well, what do you think he did? Rights for all. And here we are, within the country, there is a battle. Okay. And, and it's ridiculous. It's, the mind fuckery of, the top percent trying to trickle down and control everything, take away rights, and everything. And here we have a big fat mess, and then people go along happily with it, because, oh, I got to vote that way because I'm Christian and all that. That's just all mind fuckery. So, but, I know how spirit is, and, their art of war is fierce. Okay, they know who's been naughty or nice. That's the way it is, and everything. And America is a very important country in the world, keeping things stable. But also everything that is going on, is definitely being observed. And I know there's a lot of vets in spirit who are like, especially ones that died in wars or passed away of various things. My dad didn't die in a war, but he passed away. It's, the sacrifices, and there are a lot of them going, what? Okay, so it's, and then even them, try to use Martin Luther King as a reference against affirmative action, when he was actually, for it. I will put in community, MSNBC had a pretty good, there's a pretty good discussion on it. I won't play the whole thing here. I'm just going to get to a read, but there was a pretty good discussion on it. But they know what they're doing. They know they're being bigoted, okay, period. And they know it's not right. I mean, I'm sure there's some Christians who might think it's right, because, they think, yep, here comes the Pink Floyd cup. They might, oh, God doesn't like gays and all this stuff. Okay, but what does it really come down to, is that, white people, don't want to become a minority. Okay. White people are afraid of becoming a minority or Christianity becoming not the main religion. It's ridiculous. And then there are those that are higher up that really aren't Christian, but they just, pose like they are to get support. But it's about, let's take away rights from this, rights from this, rights from this, and so forth. And it's ridiculous. We're all human beings. And this whole thing, attacking the woke and all this, drama. It's just excuses to be bigoted. Okay, and people, it's ignorant. God created all people, and also men and women, and everything. And men wanting to control women, they're rising, they're starting, they're working, starting their own businesses and wanting to control that. Okay, and the women are rising up, and it's coming. Okay, and it's coming in strong. So, but they're, like I said, I know there's a lot of the forces that be are like, we're done. Okay, with it, because as darkness does its thing, the lights just kind of wait and going, just wait. Okay, so I want you guys, if you're watching, the news and you're seeing this, I know it can feel like the darkness is winning. Okay, I know, but I know, like even Jesus, his art of war is fierce. Okay, and then these guys, the art of war is fierce. Okay, it's just, letting people, see how long, they play this game. Okay, the light wins in the end. That's the way it is. I guess people deciding, what is light and what is not, can be the issue. But, I don't know, Buddha basically, he talked about, kindness, loving kindness. This isn't kind to take away rights of anyone, okay? And minorities, and especially LGBTQIA, and I like to say especially because they get attacked so severely, need to have, some kind of protection. Without some kind of protection, there will be a huge disparity. Okay, could be in getting hired or getting into college. Yes, those things are real things. Okay, I mean, it should be clearly obvious, the way it is. And it's just, but, and I just sometimes I sit there and I'm like, why would, most of us in this country are billionaires. So, and why would everybody want to support what a bunch of billionaires want? So let's just pull some cards and see what Spirit has to say, just kind of a message. I mean, there's too many things to cover. Just overall, what do they want to say to this, that's going on to you guys? And I know my channel is quiet, and there is a reason for it. That's, Spirit is keeping the garbage out. So let's kind of go. And I know I don't really match. I got my hat on, and I've got a shiny shirt. It's just let me do my thing. Let's just pull and see what Spirit has to say. Let me put that down there. Y'all don't need to see my cleavage. Okay. Let's see. What does Spirit have to say tonight? I know it's frustrating, guys. You know, for those who care about rights, who care about people. Oh, that's Trump's card at the bottom. And I know a lot of people are like, oh God, if he, yeah, the tower, if he ended up becoming president again, oh, that would say a lot about our country. Yes. Yes, I understand. Oh, see, there's the jail card. Lock him up. You know, that's where he belongs, right? Eight of Swords. Okay. And, you know, there are still people. I really, I only watch MSNBC because I don't want to see his face. They don't show his face. And there's the God of War, Aries. Well, yeah. But it's big money that controls the Supreme Court. That's the way it is. It's not being interpreted with the intent of the founding fathers. They're not doing it at all. Okay, so let's see what's going on. Okay, so some things should be changing around Leo. We're going to have a Lionsgate portal. I will say that this Lionsgate portal and the next Lionsgate portal, I know are going to be massive. We're probably going to have some shifts, guys. So be prepared for it, you know, with certain things. They're going to be powerful. Let's kind of go and see what else. High Priestess. This is a time I know women are really frustrated. Roe is a big loss. I warned of it, you know, when, of course, Amy Coney Barrett, you know, Ruth Bader Ginsburg, you know, she held on as long as she could. And then that happened. We kind of knew, you know, it was coming. Even when I got the tower in the one read, will Roe go down? And I ended with the tower. I didn't want to believe it. I think I said, oh, maybe, you know, only because I didn't want to believe it, but it happened. Because my heart did not want to see it, but, you know, here we are. Okay, so women, you know, are getting ready, okay, for things, especially women of power, you know, are really fed up with this, okay? And we got the Ace of Cups, you know, that's the thing. You know, light people, you know, no matter what, I know the power of love is greater, okay? It's in the hidden area, so it's coming. You know, the power of love is greater. Just try to remember that. I know it's frustrating. All this stuff is going on, but the light wins in the end. That's the only thing that helps me keep my sanity at night. I know the light wins in the end, but it's just a matter of when it's all said and done, what side is everybody standing on? You know, I hate to say sides, but what side are people standing on? Do they stand in the light or the darkness? Okay, it's, you know, and that's why a lot of us light people are like, you got to save your soul here. Okay, don't fall for the nonsense. The Prince of Swords, I know it's hard news to hear. There's the Justice card, the Supreme Court. You know, it's rigged, okay, and it's a joke and everything. But, you know, the Queen of Swords to me, when I read something like that, that's Lady Justice, Lady Liberty coming in. She's got a head in her hand. You know, it's gonna change. Okay, you know, that it's very karmic at this point that it is being used as an assault on rights of Americans. Okay, because they're not, you know, they're not rich and white and Christian. That's what it comes down to. It's everything else is up for removal of rights. Okay, it's terrible, but it's coming at everything. And then we've got the Truce card, which is the Four of Swords. To me, that is kind of a lying in wait. There are those that are about to rise up. Okay, more and more. Okay, that's kind of there are those that are kind of meditating, thinking on it, getting about ready to rise up. Okay, they're almost there. You know, it's just too much suffering. Enough. Okay, they're about to pick up the sword and go, and that's what it's about. Power. Four of Pentacles. Those that have power, especially money. Okay, they're the ones in charge at the moment, but give it time. They think they are. They're being given a little wiggle room to mess up, you know. But I know the Princess of Cups, you know, I know our empaths, our sensitives, our light people are like, they got their own problems and they're fearful, you know, of kind of looking at the world and what's going on right now. You know, and yes, the wealth, you know, the wealth disparity and everything is ridiculous. The rich versus the poor and everything, you know, and I know a lot of people, I mean, at least at the moment, wealth shows power. or at least they think they have it, but really spirit has the power. Okay, us light people know that. And see, they're worried about losing. Okay, here comes, their power. Five of Pentacles is also, and then others are worried about, oh God, I'm just going to lose everything, take it away. I want you to understand something that is very important and stuff is, the power of fear, to try to have, regular, ordinary Americans fearful, constantly fearful of losing whatever, whether it's their homes or their cars or their jobs or their this or their that. Fear losing your soul more than that. Okay, fear losing your soul more than that tries to keep you fearful of, oh God, the dollar, I can't pay I can't do this, I can't, oh God, see, that's fear losing your soul more, and be like, I'm not afraid of that shit. I trust spirit. I mean, that's what, I just, if I, need something, I just go to spirit, help with abundance, so I could keep this going to give you guys messages. Don't fear this. Okay, when you drop fear, you'll be okay. All right, now let's look in the environment. I know it's toxic. Just the news that's coming in, shield your eyes, be very careful, because it can put you in a dark place. Like I said, just remember the light wins in the end. It's going to win. That's the way it is. It's going to seem like it's not winning and, oh, all is going to hell. Just give it a minute. And then once it wins, happiness, okay, is going to come. At least for those who saved their soul and stood in the light. And then the meek shall inherit the earth, the wheel of fortune. Okay, that which is going to liberate. That's Jupiter's card. Strength. People are going to come together. That are losing their rights. They're going to come together in strength and power. You got to stand up for yourself. The outcome card is the Queen of Dis. That is Capricorn energy rising up the mountain. That's what Martin Luther King did. He went to the mountaintop. That's the final speech. And Hermit, a lot of spiritual teachers are going to start coming out. Those that have been in the cave, they've been preparing. They're going to start, educating the masses. They've been kind of quiet, and it's coming. Okay, and stuff, and especially, it's, that there'll be those that, are going to trigger awakenings. So, I know, like I said, I know it's frustrating. You feel like, oh God, I can't take much more. Shield your eyes, be optimistic. Now, I'm not saying don't be aware of what is going on. Of course you want to be aware, but be careful. It's part of the mind fuckery of everything, to make you fearful and stuff. Fire. Okay, a lot of people are starting to feel a fire within, to be able to get up, indulge in your passion. Spirit is lighting a fire under your ass. Oh God, I feel a fire under my ass big time. Okay, and a lot of people are like, oh no, enough of this. Okay, detox, that is a big one. Detox from the news, detox from no good friends that are following this. If you've got friends who are all supporting this and justifying why they support bigots or whatever, get rid of them. Okay, it should be blatantly obvious, to people what is going on, but, they want to believe the lie. It's time to purge, let go, release, and clear your energy. Be careful what news you watch. My personal, MSNBC is probably one that you could watch with, because it doesn't show the captor. They have intelligent conversations. CNN aired the captor. I won't watch them. And then obviously Fox News is a joke. Okay, so but be careful with the news. It low vibes you. Okay, even MSNBC, it's like if I'm not in a good mood, I'm not going to watch it. Okay, and stuff. And solar plexus chakra, people need to realize their power. Okay, you're more powerful than you realize. So if your job is giving you shit, get another job. Okay, trust spirit way more than, oh my God, my job is making me fearful. Okay, it's to the point where, jobs are, not caring, not letting you take time off if you're sick. I went through some things like that they care. No, you can't do this, but I need medical attention. All this shit. Just try to make you fearful for a check. Stop. Okay. You're better off living in your car than submitting to the man. I mean, it really at this point. Okay, saving your soul is more important. The angels are up, they're on it, they're ready. We've got a lot of storms going on. The earth is speaking. Okay, the shamans know the earth is speaking. We know its language. Okay, so all the warnings. Oh God, the storms, the heat waves, the dust, the orange in New York City, all that. We know that it's speaking. And other people are like, oh shit, storms, and but a lot of people do take those as signs. But it's just kind of like at the same time, other people, they have a hard time reading what those signs are and stuff. No, you are protected. Okay, you have protector guides. It's time to set boundaries with someone is also what it says. You also got to protect yourself. Like I said, get rid of the fuckers that you've been trying to get through for so long. It is time to drop them. Okay, and don't waste time. There is no point. Okay, you just get dragged to hell. A lot of people, have made up their mind. Now, people that are kind of on the fence or confused, they will be led to the light if they really want to find it. I know career is a big thing, but also, is it in alignment with your purpose? Is it alignment with your goals, dreams? Is it healthy for you? If it's not, look for another career. If you've been thinking about starting a business that would be good and for the betterment of, society, mankind, however you want to put it, get it into action. There's one thing to have an idea, and there's another thing to put it into action. Go for it. Let's give it a shot. Okay? And then also cloudy. A lot of shit's cloudy for a lot of people. Step out of your own way and have patience. Okay? Yeah, some people, spirits put a fog around them because they learned it. Heart chakra, that's the main one to work on. Okay? Is work on your heart chakra. It's time for self-care. Take care of yourself and everything. Be loving to other people and air consciousness. Oh God, that's a mass one. Don't let a lot of shit be cluttering up your mind with what is going on and everything. It's time to rise up and be like him, and be clear-minded, uncloud and stuff. Dear, slow down and give yourself grace. Do not let this stuff stress you out. Okay, so I look at it and I'm like, here we go. But when I see it, I'm like, it's coming. Like when I was watching MSNBC and I'm just watching, okay, affirmative action, gay rights, here we go. Biden, they fucked with the student loans. It's coming. That's the way I look at it. Oh, it's just a matter of time. Spirit's really getting annoyed. Okay, that all this is going on, and it's big money that's doing it. The Supreme Court is corrupt. We've only got 3 decent justices on it. Everybody else is bot. The seer. Okay, we all should be doing our best to see clearly what's going on. It's ridiculous. But you got to be careful, because the darkness is going to try to make you feel fear that it's in control, that it's hopeless, that it's lost. Give up, submit, you might as well, whatever. Nope. Okay? And I don't care if you're in a job that is $200,000 a year. Okay, if your job is trying to get you to sell your soul, you better get rid of it. Okay, you're better off getting a job at the mall selling clothes. I'm not joking. Okay, it's ridiculous. So that this is going on. They're only shooting themselves in the foot. They're only doing it to themselves because they're going to lose. Okay, that's the way it is. They're going to lose in the end. So just during this time, just kind of like pray, and stuff, that things get better fast and stuff. I know it's toxic. And so focus on nice things. Like what I try to do as I try to focus on positive things, nice things that are going on. Do my readings to try to, channel those messages of spirit so people know there is hope. And there is, okay? There is. And I know it's frustrating, but it's just a matter of time. It's just like, okay, keep doing, I can feel spirit going, Oh, you did that? Oh, you did that? Oh, just wait. But spirit already knew they were going to do that, okay? They already knew. Let's pull from the Wisdom Oracle. But I know it's frustrating, guys. For those who care about rights and care about people and see this going on, it's very frustrating. I sit there. I'm actually drinking coffee right now, and I wonder why. It's just ridiculous. I should be going to bed. But, I've got 4 days off. Thank God. Give me a little bit of a break. Message in a bottle. Really, to me, as that's in water, that, there, certain things are trying to get an emotional reaction. Be careful with that. Have control over your emotions. at everything. A thinker, well, don't overthink it, okay? And watch your thoughts, during this time and stuff. All that glitters, yeah, these people that are all about the money, all that is gold does not glitter. You can't buy your way into a heaven, okay? And, they could justify, oh, I'm in the right and I'm going to go to heaven and this, that. No, no, no. No, not when you're playing games and take away people's rights and stuff. Loyal heart, what are you loyal to? That's what you got to ask. What are you loyal to right now? Hopefully you guys are being loyal to spirit and not this nonsense. Gang energy. I kind of see there's a little too much gang energy, a little bit too much testosterone, okay? Because women are about to rise up and stuff. There's a higher power that is totally in charge of all this. They're, and it coming, it coming, with taking away people's rights, is just ridiculous. You're blessed if you still have a soul. That's the one thing. You're blessed. You may be poor in your bank account. You might be negative in your bank account. You might be sleeping in your car, but if you got your soul, you're blessed. Okay, you'll be out of the car before you know it. So we got to come to the edge. We kind of got to look over and we got to see. Okay, what do I need to get done myself here? What is my purpose? Okay. And stuff. If there are certain, relationships that can be mended, mend them, sure. But if other people are toxic and they ain't learning, you're going to have to walk away from them. That's the way it is. Okay. And stuff. And imagine, that makes me think of John Lennon. Okay. Might want to listen to this song. It was a really good song. The sad thing is, he ended up getting shot by darkness, because it's a fucked up world, but it's not going to be a fucked up world forever. Okay, inevitably, people are going to realize whose world it really is. Okay, and it's not theirs, and the rich doesn't own it, spirit does. Okay, so just keep the faith, guys. I know it's frustrating, that this is going on. Spirit, is in charge. That which created the cosmos. They don't fear it. They're going to find out who does. Okay, that's just the way it is and stuff. Not a bunch of billionaires. Okay, hope this helps. You guys keep the faith, pray, and it coming.